Hi, I'm Jim with Bored and Retired, and today I'm going to talk about attending the Cincinnati Comic Expo 2025 last weekend. It was a Sunday, and I arrived a little bit early. Ashley and her husband Kyle were going to meet me at the entrance, and as I'm standing there in my Batman t-shirt with my cape on, a little girl between the ages of 4 and 6 walks by, points up and says, "Batman!" And I said, nobody else is going to do that but her. And I was right. So I stood around, waited, and they showed up and we went in. And this year they did it much more better organized. They had the artists right in the first 2 rows, and then like next 3 rows was mostly comic book vendors, and then other vendors selling their artwork and private comic books and stuff like that. So before I talk about the comic books I picked up, I want to talk about an artist I met. He's not a comic book artist. He's actually a tattoo artist and a penciler. He's called Kevin Nichols, and this is his QR code if you want to see. And on the front you can see some of his little pictures, and he had a whole lot of his art there. He had them on canvas. And I was looking at one of the Jokers. It had 5 of the Jokers on there, and it was incredible drawings. There's 30 Easter eggs hidden in the drawing, and it was $200 for it. So that was just out of my price range at that time, but he was selling reprints for $60. So I got the $60 reprint, and this is it. Absolutely amazing. And since I got that reprint, he's also giving away a reprint free. So I picked up Spider-Man. Really happy with these reprints. That was very unexpected. So, and then as we're walking around, a guy dressed as Robin comes up to us, and we take a picture with him, and he really wants to show us his combat moves. So I step aside and we film him, and in my previous video you can see him doing his about 10 seconds of imaginary fighting. Impressive. And of course there's a lot of cosplayers there. It was just an incredible amount of people. Some people had incredible costumes. Other people were like me, basically a t-shirt and maybe a cape. It was an incredible experience. Don't know if I'll go back next year because it's going to be down at the Cincinnati Convention Center, and that's downtown Cincinnati. You got to pay for parking, and they probably will raise the prices. But as I understand from previous years, there's a whole lot more vendors down there, so I have to make a decision at that time. But for these past 2 years out here at Sharonville Convention Center, it was A1 to me. So I'm going to show you just a few of the comics I picked up, and then in my next 2 videos, I'm going to show you the rest of the comic books picked up. I picked up quite a few comic books, and if you remember my video, I picked up the first ones were Warlock and the Affinity Watch. Gotta get some glasses on, and this is number 10. Looks like we got Thanos versus Thanos. So don't know what's going on there, but I'm going to find out eventually. And this is my favorite cover. It's number 13. You got Drax the Destroyer and the Incredible Hulk getting ready to go and fight. And this is Warlock 24. It says Duel to the Death. It's got Adam Warlock here and some big guy up here. And then we go to number 26. Something about beginning the battle for Monster Island. Looks like it has some Avengers here down here in the corner, so maybe they're going back to Earth or something similar to that. And here's number 35, and it says Monster Island will be mine. And the last Warlock and Infinity watch I picked up was number 36. I was impressive to pick these up. These came from the toy department here in Cincinnati. I didn't even know they had comic books. I've been to their store one time and I didn't see any comic books, so I've never gone back. Maybe I have to go back and see if they're doing comic books. And since it's Halloween, I picked up a whole lot of ghost stories. And the first one is Grimm's Ghost Stories from Gold Key. Looks like a knight fighting another knight. Probably a ghost knight. I picked up some Charlton comic books. This is Scary Tales number 15. Number 38. Mr. Jigsaw, Man of 1,000 Pieces, it looks like. He seems to be falling apart. And my last scary tale from Charlton is number 40, called Meet the Dragon Force. Next Charlton group is called Ghostly Tales, and this is number 163, From Out of the Depths. And then we have number 165. And the last Ghostly Tales from Charlton is number 168, The Secret of the Sacred Cave. And then from Charlton Group Comics also, we have Baron Werewolf's Haunted Library number 66. And also from Charlton, we have Ghost Manor, number 43. Looks like some sort of green ghost at a construction site. Not a good day for a man falling. And then the last one I picked up from Charlton, and the last horror / ghost story book I picked up was Ghost Manor, number 74. And this is that. Another book I like to show off here is Batman, The Batman Who Laughs. It's a 7-issue miniseries, and this is number 5. It has art by Jock. This is the first time I have ever owned anything that Jock has drawn, and he's really famous for a Batman cover I'm going to post right up here, and you'll see why. So I had to pick that up. And then they had some independent comic book artists there, and he had a series of books that he had published. It's a 4-book series. And it's called Yi Sun Shin, Warrior and Defender. And I talked to him, and he gave me his pitch about what it was about, and it sounded interesting, so I went ahead and bought the 4. And need to support our local independent comic artists. And he also kind of signed it for me. So this is number 1. Let's see. A little bit of his artwork. He didn't do the artwork, but he did the story, he said. And this is number 2 in the series. And number 4 is like a double size, giant size conclusion. He also continued a series in volume on issues 5, 6, 7, and 8, but I'll read these first, see if they're good, and I'll probably get the other ones. I thought this was a brand new comic book, but it's been around since I think around 2010 or 11. He just, I guess, goes to comic conventions and gets a booth and sells his comic books there. So pretty cool. Overall, the experience was incredible for me. I'm a big comic book fan, picking up stuff I don't usually pick up. I'm now going to have to go back and try to find all these issues, because I've heard of the Batman Who Laughs, but I'm not real familiar with what's going on in there. So, and that's my first jock for the illustrator. Pretty cool. Well, like I said, the next 2 videos I will put out are going to be a whole lot of comic books, just showing you what I picked up, and it's quite a haul full. Well, I thank you for watching Bored and Retired, and this has been part of the DCP Network.